Good afternoon. Uh, Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Matt Fruman, Ward 3 Council Member and Chair of the Committee on Human Services. Today is Wednesday, December 10th. We are meeting in person in room 123 of the John A. Wilson Building and virtually on Zoom. The time is now 3:10 p.m. and I call to order this additional meeting of the committee. We have a quorum consisting of Ward 5 Councilmember Zachary Parker and at-large Councilwoman Christina Henderson and myself. Our agenda includes one permanent bill and an administrative resolution. The first measure on the agenda is B260367, the Public Benefits Security Amendment Act of 2025. I introduced this bill on September 24th, 2025, with council members Nadeau, Allen, Pinto, Bonds, Louis George, Parker, Henderson, and Robert White. The legislation addresses public benefits theft, which has totaled more than $10 million in the district over the past 3 years. Many residents have discovered while trying to purchase food at the grocery store that their balance was zero and their benefits were stolen, leaving them unable to meet basic needs. While DHS has committed to restoring stolen benefits through this fiscal year, it cannot guarantee it will continue to do so because of lack of dedicated funding, and no district or federal law requires DHS to restore benefits. The bill responds by mandating measures that better protect benefits from theft and ensure residents have a clear process for restoring stolen benefits. First, the bill requires DHS to move from electronic benefit transfer, or EBT cards with magnetic strips, to more secure cards with chips. Current swipe cards are easy to skim and clone. Chip cards, however, generate a one-time code that cannot be replicated and will better protect residents' benefits. DHS expects new chip cards to reduce theft by about 75%. Second, this bill creates a process for reimbursing residents whose benefits are stolen and dedicated funding for those reimbursements. When bank customers are victims of fraud, they can recover their stolen funds. Families with EBT cards should have that same protection. In the bill before us today, the committee made several changes to the introduced version to make it fair, more efficient, and easily administered. I will highlight 3 changes. First, the bill now requires residents to report theft within 6 months of the theft and within 45 days of discovering it. This encourages prompt reporting while still allowing residents ample time. These standards are more generous than those used in commercial banking. DHS will have 20 days to restore benefits instead of the 10-day period in the introduced version. The agency said it needed this time to verify claims, and advocates agreed this timeline doesn't harm beneficiaries. Finally, the bill extends the flexible rent subsidy pilot program known as DC Flex for 1 year. DC Flex provides a fixed annual subsidy that helps cover portions of households' monthly rent. DC Flex is the district's only shallow subsidy program, in contrast to deep subsidies like housing vouchers. And DC Flex can cover up to 100% of a household's monthly rent. Some evidence shows DC Flex prevents families from returning to shelter, but its authorization expires on September 30th, 2026. Earlier this year, I introduced and held a hearing on the Flexible Rent Subsidy Program Amendment Act of 2025, which would make DC Flex permanent. This 1 year extension of the pilot allows the council to review a forthcoming report on the pilot before considering that permanent legislation. I want to thank advocates and DHS officials who worked with us to strengthen this bill. I also want to thank Councilmember Christina Henderson and her staff, especially Legislative Assistant Ashley Strange, for their oversight of benefits theft and help gathering critical data. The bill before us will protect DC residents from benefits theft and ensure a reliable process to restore stolen funds. I look forward to advancing it today. Is there any discussion?
Thank you, Chair Fruman, for calling this meeting of the committee today. As you noted, I sent a letter to the Department of Human Services this past August requesting information on the status, scope, and internal management of SNAP and TANF benefits theft. This was after hearing district residents' reports about threat or public benefit theft that has grown significantly. What the agency reported was alarming. Over $10 million of benefit thefts had occurred over the past 3 years, and over 8,000 claims of stolen benefits in just FY24, and upward of 5,600 cases in August of FY25. Behind each of these numbers is a heartbreaking story of struggle, and now faced with federal government that turns its backs on families and on hunger, but also is now refusing to refund stolen SNAP and TANF benefits, thus making it a responsibility of the district to step in to take care of basic needs. I appreciate the solutions in the print before us, reasonable timelines for residents to report stolen benefits that align with benefit restoration amounts, transparent and timely communication requirements, and aligning the legislative requirements with the agency practices and capacity. Requiring DHS to issue public benefits through a more secure payment mechanism, however, the chip card, was just a common sense change that will not only keep more money on more families' EBT cards, but also decrease the district's long term liability when someone's benefits are in fact stolen. So I want to thank you and your staff for your work on this bill, and thank you to Ashley Strange, who's on my team, for her research on this issue that led to my letter with DHS and the rich data in their response that I think served to help us move forward today. So I look forward to working with you to ensure smooth implementation. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Hearing no more discussion, I move the committee print and report for B260367, the Public Benefit Security Amendment Act of 2025, with leave for staff to make technical, conforming, and editorial changes. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 All those opposed, please indicate by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it and the motion passes. Next, we will consider the Committee on Human Services third staff appointment resolution of 2025. This resolution appoints Ella Roth to serve as legislative assistant for the Committee on Human Services. Ella joins the committee from the National Academy for State Health Policy, or NASHP, pronounced NASHP. At NASHP, Ella was a policy associate with the behavioral population and public health team, and supported the project on health and housing. She brings a wealth of human services policy experience to this role and will be leading the committee's work on public benefits. We are excited to have Ella on our team. Is there any discussion? Hearing none, I move the Committee on Human Services third staff appointment resolution with leave for staff to make technical and conforming changes. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 All of those opposed, please indicate by saying no. In the opinion of the chair, the ayes have it and the motion passes. The business before the committee is concluded. The time is now 3:20 p.m. and this meeting